Welcome back to the Tidy Room here. This is Mike. Today I'm going to talk to you about my November of 2025 pickups. Now, this is not just for November. This is 3 months worth. A lot of people get confused thinking, man, you just bought this past week or something. No, I generally do these videos 4 times a year whenever BBTS order ships, because that's about the majority of the modern new stuff. A lot of it is going to be a little bit behind because some of the stuff's 90 days since it arrived, but still, most of the stuff's still in stock. If you want to buy it, if you see something in here you like, I'm gonna try to tell you where I've got it from if I remember, and how much I paid, and that kind of stuff, so that you can go pick it up if that's something you're interested or looking for. But anyhow, let's get into taking a look at all this stuff, and there's a whole lot more that's not on the table coming up. I'll start with these Superman figures, and so some of the things I do here, I'm not going to review these at all, so it's nice to just show it on a video. They're at Target right now, $8 each, 8 or 9, something like that, and not bad at all. If you can get one of your coupons, I did not utilize a coupon with this. I literally forgot all about these to try to get my coupon, but easily would have been this and one or two other things. Could have got that 20 off 880. Weird that there's like tape on there, like a double, like, hey, the glue's not going to hold well enough, let's tape them also. That's strange, but this is the price point. What gets you excited? I wouldn't be excited if I was paying 20 each, but for 8, I mean, this is awesome. I like the Indiana Jones figures, were pretty fun. Anyway, Lois Lane, we have Jarrell, and there's 2 different versions. There's the Chase. I don't know where you find him. I had to get him separately from some other source, so I didn't get him for the $8 price point, but still looks really good. And if you remember the Superman movie, it was so magical and fun, and these figures feel like they were plucked right out of the movie. Actually, these feel exactly like if they made these back when I was a kid, then it would be what they look like. There's no, I guess all the card backs are the same except for the UPC number, but Spin Master's doing a great job. They need more licenses. If they can do this for $8 each, fantastic. Like, what other brands can they get? We got General Zod. What do we need? We need the female and the big dude. We need another wave of these. We really do. They need another wave. I never heard that they're doing a wave 2 or anything, but he comes with this what they were trapped in there. That is so cool. It's a cool little accessory. Very, very important and relevant. Of course, you gotta have Lex Luthor. It's really sad that the actor died. He passed away, but that's really what I know him for my whole life. Of Lex Luthor, he's done other things, but Gene Hackman, was it Gene Hackman? Yeah, Gene Hackman, I believe. And then here we go with Superman, which these don't resemble the actors exactly. I think the first ones did, but that doesn't really look like Gene Hackman. This does not look like Christopher Reeves perfectly, but they're good looking figures, and for that, great line. All right, let's do G.I. Joe next. We've got the infamous dial tone, where I don't know, did they fall off into the ocean and had to make more, or what really happened? That looks a lot like the G1 dial tone. Really good, really nice. If you BBTS, $25, what I paid, might be 28 now with all the games they're playing, but and we'll get into BBTS's games and their excuses. I love BBTS, but they're playing games right now, and they're maximizing profits over people. And then here we go with Monkey Wrench, Dreadnought Monkey Wrench. Looks good. I like them. I gotta get them cracked out and put them in my display. So I do display all my Dreadnoughts. I don't open every classified. Definitely don't open these retros. I love them on the card back, and I keep them in their card back. But CoverGirl looks fantastic. Great smile, great head sculpt. I think the last head sculpt looked a little odd. I think they said it was people did not like that one. So, and isn't that one that's in a closed box? So I don't have to be subjected to the horror. And I've got some Super 7 stuff here. Okay, now I want to point out a few things. I found these at Target for $21. BBTS was charging me $25, and then of course I get the $5% red card offer, or another one of the deals pop up, I can take this with my receipt and get my variants back if I wanted to. So I canceled a couple of the BBTS ones. Now I still have a couple coming from BBTS because they didn't have them. They weren't at Target, but if they show up at Target, I'll cancel the rest of the BBTS. It's only getting credit, but I have so much, 37 pre-orders down that I'm waiting for. Anyway, nice looking figure overall. Fantastic. They made Pythona. She does look like pretty much if they would have made her back in the day, and that's fine. It's fine. It looks good. I like it. I like the gem of that size. The Destro, I'm not too impressed with, but he looks great. It's just I'm not excited about the character. So, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. Not excited, but I got it anyway. For 21 bucks, why not? Then this is one of the exclusives, con exclusive Bat, which the packaging's different. He has this extra piece wrapped around him like he's gonna blow himself up. I think it's like I think it clips on front and back, and somebody said it's glued. But it doesn't bother me. It's just not coming out of the package anyway, so what do I care? I really am into the packaging. It looks like, you know, the stuff we had back in the day. They're doing it right, doing it right. Serpentor, man, I got a different version of Serpentor. So I have a lot of versions of Serpentor, but vintage, and then like a 97 or something like that version, and then there's this one. So really good. This is definitely an animation Serpentor. All right, so I'm gonna group some stuff here. I only have 2 Turtles items and a Robocop. These, when I originally saw this dude, Belly Bomb, I thought he was really cool. I just wanted him. He looks cool. I don't know anything about him. It's like, I want this dude. But he was like 35 bucks. And I said, nah, I'm not gonna get him for $35. And Walmart for 15. Then here we go with the Shredder. And I passed on them for 35, of course, and I got the newest one they made that is a lot better, but for 15 bucks. I've seen them going as cheap as 5. I don't live in that world. I'm not that lucky. Then this Robocop. So I saw this online and I said, nah, $35. I'm not going to get another Robocop. I don't need another Robocop. But it literally is the poster that we were seeing back in the day, and we've seen since then. And just seeing it in real life, it's like, I gotta get that. That looks awesome. And it was 35, but yeah, I think I got a little something from Target off. Not much though. It wasn't one of those really good deals. I don't know if those something off toys are for NECA, but there was a deal where it's like 50, 10 off 50 or something for the entire purchase in the entire store. I think that this put me on the top. I forgot a G.I. Joe Classified because these anniversary ones or whatever, Legacy, do not feel classified. But I did get an officer. He looks really cool. I did pay the full $35 price point for it. You can get them at Amazon now. Regular price. No markup or anything. So I got this from BBTS. $35. Looks good. I haven't opened it yet. But one of my favorites from this Legacy. Now these are Storm Arena, and I got them. They were, I think I paid 30 for them, or maybe a little more, from BBTS. They are, I think one of them sold out now, and the other one that's not sold out is marked up. And cause I was like on the fence. I do want to kind of see the difference in quality. I'm probably not gonna have time to review them in an actual review, so I got something going on every day. But they look good. They actually look really good. And in all reality, I feel like they're taking their Storm collectibles and just putting them out slightly cheaper in quality, but way cheaper in price. So I hope that is the way it is with all the characters they put out. Now for Masters of the Universe, and I'm really proud of how I'm collecting Masters of the Universe these days. Most of it is coming from Ross, but I will say this: the $13 doesn't feel like a steal. Most of them every one of them that was $5 felt like a great deal. 13 still feels a bit too steep for these, but got the Rat Lore to yesterday. Like, that's something I recently got. I've had these for a little bit. Leonardo, and it looks kind of cool. It's interesting. Not sure, I'm glad they're wrapping it up and it's over, so maybe I can stick a fork in it. Michelangelo. I'm missing like a glow in the dark or transparent deluxe figure, which I figure eventually will hit the Ross. Ninjor, you got Ninjor. That looks cool. The Devious Dragon, and they're all unpunched. So I got him unpunched. This was a little wavy of a card, but Clamp Champ looking good. Now the one I did spend full price on, because I think it's a really important one, is Shadow Weaver. Now maybe she shows up on clearance somewhere and I feel silly for it, but I know I got her, so that's all that matters. I got her, and I didn't bother with either one of those yet, hoping and praying that I get. So if those show up at Ross, she'll probably show up at Ross. But very important figure. Very. We got the Shellra, which is 15 bucks. Thundercats crossover. So we're already getting Thundercats crossover showing up. So that's great. I believe it's because the higher price point is why it's showing up, but I barely saw this anywhere. And now here it is. I don't think I've even seen this in person until I saw it at Ross. I think that's the issue. I never saw it in person until I saw it at Ross. So that's the thing. And then I got two more, and I actually like this scale the most. See, when Origins first came out, I did not like the squatty vintage stuff, but the Origins, you could straighten them up a little bit better, make them look a little nicer. But I really just wanted classics, or kind of a classics-ish or esque. And Masterverse is there. We're there now with New Eternia. We are definitely there, but I feel like I had to waste $1,000 on stuff I don't want. And the sad thing is, stuff I'll probably never get my money back out of. I'll have to dump it for a quarter of the price to get rid of it. But if I ever do, or just take it to the grave, one or the other. But these I think they're nailing it. Now, they were supposed to be $23 each, and man, I gotta tell you, they upped it to $26 at BBTS. I did not like that. Let's transition from Thundercats to Thundercats and Monsters. My Pet Monster is pretty cool. This is from the Loyal Subjects. He is about half the size of the vintage one, maybe. Well, it doesn't look half the size on here, but maybe, from what I understand, he's 14 inch and the other one was like 3 foot or something. I don't know. I don't know what the vintage one's like, but it's nice to have representation. If it was huge, I probably I'd be turned off by that either. Also, and the vintage ones that are $300 or something hold their value, but it's nice. I remember it as a kid, and it being small doesn't bother me at all. 50 is a bit steep for what it is. 30 would have been better, but at 50 it's sold out, so that's probably too low overpriced according to marketing standards that they could have, or they should have just produced more. Also, Ghost Jaga, $65. Yes, the original one was $55, and you had to pre-order it and pay for extra shipping and wait a year or whatever to get it. And now you could just order from BBTS and get it. So there it is. And so I got both versions, and I'll eventually open one. And so I don't buy much Transformers, and it's deep enough in the video. I don't think any of my kids are gonna hear any of this. Thank goodness. But here we go with some Transformers, and I don't do much on Transformers. Actually, I found this too. Got this at Pulse, but since I had the premium, it was free to ship, so ship free. It was nice. But yeah, I do like these the Venom, and then finishing up the Superion. And now I don't think I'm gonna go forward with Bruticus. I've got the first one, and I'm like, I don't know if I need it. I don't. But I gotta have Superion because it's my favorite. So last two, so got a complete Superion now. Then we get into Megatron. Looks fantastic. Looks like he doesn't fill his box up though. For your $60, what are you getting? But he looks great. I don't care if he doesn't turn into a gun. Seriously, he comes with a gun accessory in there somewhere, and yeah, it works. And yeah, late to the game on this, right? Because I've been waiting. And then there's this. So $200 is too much, but I wanted to make sure I secured one for my son for Christmas, and he's starting to be more adult and think like, I can wait for a sale or something, but this might be his last Christmas. He cares about this, so I'm gonna make it fun, and $200 is what it is. And yeah, I mean, we gotta do that for our kids, right? I don't need it. I've got DX9. Alright, so I did pick up the McFarlane animated Batman. I stopped with this line, but this is actually a pretty good wave. Kind of fun to have a Christmas Joker. Kind of fun to have a Two-Face. Kind of fun to have a Batgirl, and that Batman looks pretty cool. But the Build-A-Figure Zeus is really cool too. So I'll probably will build that. That sounds like fun. But, is what it is. Let's get into some Marvel stuff. Ross, $8 each. Check it out if you're into it. Wait, there's more McFarlane that was behind it. Okay, so here we go with... this one was kind of a challenging one to get. No, I don't have a Cyborg. I don't have that last wave. I don't know if I'm ponying up the money for that. I don't know if I'm going to try to be a completist on this line or not, because I'm about 60% there, but whatever I'm missing is probably going to cost me out the nose. But I think they look great. I mean, I have no problems with the figures. It was just getting them for 10 each. But hopefully we get more Ross for $4 each. And we've got Secret Wars, $8, $6, $6 at Ross, $6. And then this is the Fantastic Four version of Galactus, but it's kind of like the shampoo bottle one, I guess. It has some articulation. BBT's a little shady with it. This is one of the shampoo bottle looking ones for $20, $22. Not bad. Not bad. I'm giving it to my oldest son. Hope he likes it. He doesn't know yet. Alright, so I should have ordered an extra one of these. I don't know why I didn't. Well, it's because once you click shipping, shipping's so much nowadays. It's like 30 or 40 bucks just to ship these two. But Ramen Toy, Antagonist Scientist, Half Man, Half Machine, Evil Leader. These look fantastic. And I kind of love it. I love the packaging. I just recently did a Retro Wednesday a couple months back, showcasing all of the vintage Kinder Centurion packaging. And this is so similar. But the problem is, it is made almost exactly like they did back in the day, where you can't put baby back in the box. You can't put him back in the box. So with that, I should have ordered another one for display, because I do want to keep these sealed. So eventually I'll find one, either loose, just order another one when I'm ordering an order or something, or get one from Show Z, because the shipping's already included in that one. But anyhow, I'm glad I've got them. Eventually I'll open one up. I'll open up this one probably. But I like the I like the metal. Man, I want to open them up and mix and match make it the way I want it. Alright, so now for Star Wars. I don't buy a whole lot of Star Wars. I'm proud of myself. This might not be the last segment. I might actually do one more. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to squeeze that in. But Ross Con. This was $5 for... Okay, so this is a retro figure for $5. But a pretty good vintage collection figure for $4. Either way, got him. Sabine Wren. I don't think I already had her. So, we got to dig that collection out and have a look at it. Then we get into some of the Black Series stuff. Now, I was not going to collect this line at all, but there's a couple of really good things about it. First of all, okay, here's this guy right here. He's alright, but they're $6. And after I picked up a couple, I'm like, well, might as well finish out the line. This character was really interesting. He's pretty cool. He has a lightsaber, but no blade. No blade. That's weird. So this is notoriously like shafting the collector. Notoriously shafting the collector. Very little accessories that were in here. Let's move over to this side. Now, this young lady, I don't know her. Fern, I don't know her name. Like as an actress, I think she did a really good job. I actually enjoyed this show, but it wasn't Star Wars. It was like Goonies in space, but it didn't at all feel like Star Wars. I mean, it felt more like Spaceballs than Star Wars. But anyway, then we get into KB. Wonder if she offers up some low price toys, some closeout deals in the 90s. But she's like the tech girl. She was kind of, but backpack and a flashlight. So I don't remember ever seeing these at Walmart or Target. That's the weird thing. Then I like this guy. I mean, he's like the werewolf man, but all geared up. And this dude has a ton of stuff. And he was also $6. Whatever the price tag is, they're all only $6. There it is, $6. Fun. And then this guy, I really just like him. I don't know why. I didn't like so much the character. I just like the look of this figure. And it comes with a backpack, some decent stuff. I wish I would have picked up a second one. Oh well, too late. RosCon continues, but this is the juiciest part about RosCon. This is the funniest part about RosCon, is that I was seeing these figures, these two, oh, and him. I didn't see Andor at all, but maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. But I've seen these at Walmart, and I'm like, well, Ross is selling them for $6. How much is Walmart charging? Like, shouldn't they be on clearance at Walmart if they're Ross has got them? And you know how much they're 28. So they sat on Walmart's shelf for so long that they got marked up to 28. That's mind-blowing. Just get your mind around that. Anyway, we saw that with Classified and some other stuff back in the day. But I do like Soul, Jedi Soul. Always a good excuse to get another Jedi. Wish I would have found a second one to give to my son. I like him, so I'm keeping him. She looks cool. She's alright. I mean, I don't really know that I need to collect acolytes so much, but the Jedis I like. I just got her because she was there. Andor, I still have the one I paid 3 cents for. Yeah, I think I got 4 of the ones I paid 3 cents for. But this is my favorite of all of these, actually. I like her purple robe. I like her little darts in there. And there was some fun in Acolyte. Again, Acolyte, I don't think it was horrible. It should have been Space Witches from wherever they were from, and not Star Wars. I said Space Witches. I didn't say Space Winches. Okay, I had to clear that up real quick. All right, this is from Ahsoka. How long ago was that? $6 for Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I was like, well, I was tempted at full price, and I said, nah, I'll get a cheap one down the road. And here's the deal. If you're like me and you roll the dice and you're like, well, maybe I'll catch one cheap later on, you might completely miss out. And if I completely miss out, I lose no sleep. So, but I'll get them anyway because I like these officers. I think I have every officer they put out, but I might be misspeaking on that. Then here is the Malgus. I paid full price for this, $35, because my son wants one for Christmas. And guess what he's getting for Christmas? And my oldest one, he likes it. And I like it. I'm highly disappointed in this. Did they just like make this? Was this figure 2.5-year-old pre-order? There's no way. The closed box sucks. And we've got Tiamat, which I'm probably going to have to back it up. Back that thing up. Tiamat, that is amazing. Fantastic. It's huge. Probably not going to fit in the space that I had allocated for it. A little bigger than I expected. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know. I don't know how to display it. If you want to get an idea for size, here are the Super 7 Ultimates figures in front of her. Her is in Tiamat. This thing is huge. And it looks great. It looks fantastic. It is a vinyl figure. It does have some neck and head articulation. It is amazing. Just gotta figure out where to put it. What I'm gonna do. I have to move things around to make her work, but wow, impressive. It was hard to get out of the box within a box within a box within a box. They did protect it pretty well, but getting it out of the white box, melter box was tough. But man, this is impressive. $300, but I paid $50 at the down payment, so it was only like $250 plus tax. This is just way too impressive to leave in the packaging. So sorry about that. I'm not leaving this in the packaging. It looks too good. Wow, very impressive. That's just size and scale next to that's nice, and it's vinyl. Great. Not hurting my feelings at all. Let's put her on this so I can rotate her around. And wow, she's huge. I just figured out how I'm gonna display her on my display too. This is why I took her out of the package. Here's her tail. It moves side to side, kind of tight. This part of the tail moves. This part of the tail moves. Vinyl softer than plastic, but this feels like hard. But it's vinyl. It feels nice. It feels like a good quality. I think the wings go up and down a bit. It's a decent quality. Wow. I like it. I like it. The legs move a little bit. No ankle or anything there. Just a little bit of movement in the legs. And we're going to spin her around. We're going to look at these heads. And they just look so cartoony and so perfect. So you have the necks that each move a little bit. And then the heads move. The necks move a little bit. They're really tight. And then this is probably the only one I'm really going to mess with too much. But wow. Now, this is something that I can do since I have it out. If people really want me to do a full review of this, I don't know what more I can do than what I'm just doing right here. So no need to waste a whole video on it. Here's the LJN one, and I actually have two of her. And I don't have both wings on her simply because of the fact that she's... I don't have room in my display the way I display her, but this looks so much better. So you got the black head, blue head, red head, green, and then the white. And yeah, let's turn it sideways. I'm impressed. I probably am less sticker shock about it being 300 because, well, first off, it's big, it's massive. They did a really good job with the packaging. But I only recently outlaid $250. The 50 was a long time ago. So it's not that big of a deal. Plus the articulation they added that we didn't know was going to be in there when we pre-ordered it and all that kind of stuff. And that this Tiamat is all we've had all these years. It doesn't do much. And now we get this. So I hope you enjoyed this look at my recent pickups. And yeah, it's kind of fun. Maybe it was the lamest of all of my BBTS order shipments, but there was quite a bit in there just stacking up over time. And yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm most excited about the Rosscon stuff I passed on and got for half or a quarter of the price. And that's really where I want my collecting to be. I want to start passing on more stuff. And if it shows up, great. If not, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Did this help you? Is this helpful? I'd like to know. Have you ever hang her out?